All right. What's going on, family? Ed Cardos here is my channel. If you didn't already know, now you know. Make sure you hit that like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And as far as that comment box, comment or just comment yes. All right. So this is the first time that I ever go live on my computer. This is literally the first time I've ever even used my webcam. Mr. Bacon, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me this time? So if you've never been to a live stream video, family, I'm going to be talking about my Marine Corps, my first Infantry Marine Corps deployment, and then we're going to be moving into open. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about my first Marine Corps infantry deployment. So the picture that I uploaded for this cover is a picture of me holding a grenade. And since I'm gonna have to re-upload it, I'm just gonna show it to you right now in case I never upload it again. So my first Marine Corps infantry deployment traces all the way back to I believe 2011. So here's the picture, everybody. That's me holding a grenade. That's actually a picture of me and my corpsman. My corpsman is in the back. His name is Ramsey Perez. You've probably seen him in the live streams before. If he's been here, he just called me a boot. So that's probably going to be the picture that I'm going to put on the thumbnail. If I don't, then I don't. So what I was thinking was just looking at that picture, that was my first mobile patrol. That was the first mobile patrol that I had ever been on. And so what a mobile patrol is when everybody, I can't send messages. So the first time that I ever went on a mobile patrol is when everybody gets into trucks, there's a driver, and then there's a VC, which is a vehicle commander, which goes in the front seat with the driver. So it's kind of like when you're driving with your boys and, somebody calls shotgun and somebody calls, everybody else gets in the back of the truck like you saw in the picture. So basically what was going on, like my thoughts during my Marine Corps infantry deployment was, if you haven't checked out the forums yet, I talked about it a lot on the forums, my edcardoso.com forums. I talked about my feelings about the deployment, and it goes into really in a lot of depth of what I talked about. Like Kazami, he's a viewer of the vlog, and he went to the forums and he asked me questions based on my forum. So I answered a lot of things on, like, was I afraid? Was I afraid to die? Like, was I more afraid to die for myself? Was I afraid that my friends were going to die? Was I afraid to get shot at? I go really specific into those details, but I'll tell you here right now, some of it, I would suggest going to edcardoso.com in the forums because I go real in depth and somebody was literally asking me questions about it. So yeah, I was scared on my first patrol. My first foot patrol, I was scared. My first mobile patrol, I was scared. But then as time goes on and you're in Afghanistan longer, or whatever combat zone that some of you may be in the future, is you're going to be scared. You're going to be scared because it's like you're entering something that you've never done before. And I mean, it's scary, it's scary just the same way that it's scary going to middle school for the first time, your first day going to high school is scary. The first time that you go on a date is scary. It's all these different kinds of scary, it's like you're nervous, but you're excited, but you're scared. And you kind of feel like you're going to throw up. You kind of feel dizzy. But then once you start doing it over and over and over, or like you're doing it for a little while, you kind of get used to it, and it kind of becomes normal. The environment becomes normal, and you start to become less and less scared in Afghanistan, just like anything else. So my first couple patrols, my first whole week, I was just so scared. And even the second week, I was like, cool, I made it this whole week. But like, what if I don't make it like this week, And I don't think it was until probably the whole end of my first 2 months that it became very, very normal for me to go on patrol and think like, if I don't make it, I don't make it, but I sure hope that the way that I thought about it was, if I don't make it, I don't make it, like, end of story, like, I'm done. But what really scared me was like losing one of my friends or one of my bosses. That was more scary to me than like me losing my life. And like, to be perfectly honest with you, I never thought like, wow, like, what about my mom? What about my family? What about my grandparents, sisters? Like, never in Afghanistan was I like, what are they going to do when I'm gone, if I'm gone? Never did I ever think about that. My biggest concerns were just, I don't want my friends and I considered them my brothers and my family. I didn't want them to get hurt. So that was like my biggest fear, because a lot of people always ask me when I tell them that, or when they ask me, what I do or what I've done, and they find out that I was a Marine. I don't go walking around telling people that I was a Marine and, once a Marine, always a Marine. I am a Marine, that I went to Afghanistan. That's kind of like the last thing that I like to tell people, because I don't want people to look at me and then the first thing that comes out of my mouth is, oh, I'm a Marine, I'm a combat veteran. You know, I want people to form their own opinions about me because of me now. You know, I am a Marine, once a Marine, always a Marine, but once you've been out for a little bit, it's not a bad thing to tell people you're a Marine, but I want people to make their opinion, form their opinion on me based on me, not what I've done in the past. You know what I'm saying? So every day is kind of a new day for me in that sense. But so that's pretty much deployment, like what I was feeling on my first infantry deployment. I'm going to read some questions. So for this part of if you're watching this when this isn't live, this is pretty much me being done talking about this. And I'm going to go down the questions. And if we get back to that, we'll continue talking about that. All right. Bram J, Mr. Bacon. I'll eat you, boy. JK, all love, bro. Hold on. Let me see. Let me get all the way up here. What do we got? I saw it. It said, take a break. What a loser who uses iPhone. What's up, Ethan? What's up? I'm at the gym right now. That's why Androids suck. Bram, 6% left. Oh, no. Like the stream, motherfucker. Hey, yeah, if you're here still, there's 10 of you. Make sure to hit that like, you know, because it helps the channel out. And if I answer your question or you hear something you like or a cool story or some advice, you know, hit the like, you know, help us. You know, I'm helping you. You help me. Oh, my fucking God. I'm glad you brought that up. What did I bring up, Mr. Bacon? Androids, or I saw Milo's Girl again today, volume AF. So everybody can hear though, right? Everybody can. I'm using my microphone, my Rode. Should I hold it like I'm doing an interview? Nah, it kind of feels like I'm holding a dick. I saw Milo's Girl. So Mr. Bacon, have you talked to the Milo's Girl yet? Have you talked to Milo's Girl? You need to talk to her. Over and over, damn, it seems like a slut. Yeah, over it. And once you keep doing it over and over, it gets easier and better. I would rather get shot and killed than killed by ID. Yeah, honestly, I would rather just get shot and be dead. You know, like just you know, instead of like blowing up. I don't know, honestly. You know, you never know until it happens. So make sure to hit that like, guys, if you haven't already. Volume AF, Ryan. Moment of silence for Zemo's YouTube channel. Yeah, Ethan, as most of you know, if you watch me because I'm infantry, so it probably means that you've probably heard or watched Zemo's at some point. And he said that he's done with YouTube. You know, who knows if he's ever going to come back? Honestly, he may. You know, he's a grown man. You know, he can make his decisions. But I totally respect his decision to hang up the YouTube, you know, because I mean, after a certain point, you can only talk so much about like the same thing over and over and over. You can't reiterate it over. You can't beating a dead horse. Make sure you hit the like, family, if you're here and you haven't yet. Yo, where's that? My name is Crapbag quote from? Oh, Ryan Miller. My name is Crapbag. So that's from Friends. It's a Friends. So if anybody's ever seen Friends, it's on Netflix. It's a real old show. It's from like W33 CW, and whatchamacallit, he's frozen for me. So basically, Friends is Phoebe is the weird one, like the more weird one in Friends, and the guy that she marries in that show, which is Paul Rudd, which he's the one that's like slapping the bass, you know, that guy Paul Rudd. I love you, man. That guy. He starts telling people that his name is Crapbag, that he's gonna change his name to Crapbag. Because Phoebe wants to change her name to Phoebe Banana Hammock or something like that. Bro, I have shin splints from exercise. I'm about to join. Lotus Diaries. You have no. I have shin splints. So this is actually get drunk for me, Bradley. So what do we got? Shin splints. This is Lotus. You're actually the third person to bring up shin splints to me this month. Somebody just brought it up to me like 2 days ago, actually. And if you guys are having shin splints, it may be either because you just started running, like you just started exercising, so these are the reasons that people get shin splints. One, you just started running far, or you just started running up hills. There's actually a couple of reasons. 3, you are new to working out. 4, you weigh more than your shins can handle. Like you're probably heavy, and you probably know. I don't have to it's a case by case situation. You know if you're fat. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know if you're fat, and that may be why you get shin splints. But what you can do to fight shin splints is basically just take it easy. And for those of you that have foam rollers, does everybody know what a foam roller is? One of these. And some of you have seen ones, the ones that look like the tortilla rollers. What you can do is put this on the ground and roll your shins on it. Or if you have the ones that are sticks and you just roll that on your shins. So that's a good way to get rid of shin splints faster if you already have them. And of course, losing weight, exercising more frequently. If your shin splints are really, really bad right now, then I would recommend not running for about 2 days. Instead of running, just go on like fast walks, do some weights, do some push-ups, do some pull-ups. Basically, don't put too much stress on your shin splints until they kind of heal a little bit. And obviously, the fastest way to make them heal is to walk on them slow and to use the foam roller. And if you don't have a foam roller, you could probably think of something, some kind of way to roll, like use a baseball or a softball and just roll it on your shins. It's going to hurt, but it's going to help you. Ribs emails, get drunk. No, literally not. He's frozen for me. B8M, my dude. You should get an Xbox One and start a gaming channel. My Friends is boring. You don't like Friends, Bacon? Oh my God, I can't believe you just said that to me. It's one of my favorite shows. Streaming, yep. I actually am thinking about getting a video game system. If you haven't liked the video yet right now, this video, make sure to hit the like. So if you haven't, I'm thinking about getting a video game system and maybe getting a Twitch account because I know that's like really big right now. And I figured if I get a Twitch account, it'll be the same thing as when I go live on YouTube, except we'll kind of be able to play video games together. I don't know what video games. I'm not really much of a computer gamer, so I would probably get like a PlayStation or something. Probably a PlayStation. Lately, I've been falling asleep. Like I would be more comfortable in the Army. I've been feeling as if I'd be more comfortable in the Army, but I've always had But I've always had pride in the Marines, and I'm more knowledgeable of it, the choices. So stride. I mean, it's up to you. You know, whatever you think is going to make you more happy in the long run. The Army is a good option, of course, and you can always watch Kid Thunder's videos. KNDTHNDR2, the number 2, Kid Thunder. He's an officer right now, and you could always ask him questions. You know, maybe. I mean, you only know more about the Marine Corps right now because that's maybe like what you focused on right now. So maybe if you look more into the Army, you may actually find out that it may suit you better, or you may find out that maybe you don't want to do it, you know? So it won't hurt to look into the Army a little bit more. Bubbles, hell no. Is it possible to be an infantryman and also be a linguist? My dad is American, my mom is Japanese, so I speak both really well. I want to join the infantry. So if you want to join, somebody's asking, you can't be infantry and a linguist, but when you're infantry, there is a school, there is a course in the Marine Corps. When you're in the infantry, if you're here, by the way, make sure to hit that like, and I will get to your question. I promise. If you hit the like on this video, I will get to your question. Or if you're just waiting for me to get to your question, make sure to go to edcardoso.com and become a member. edcardoso.com. I'm actually going to open up my thing over here and see how many of you become a member in the time frame that I am live. I can check, guys. I actually have like my website right here can check. So, all right, today is what, the 31st, and one person has signed up today for the website. So I need some of you to sign up. Some 17 of you, I guarantee you that there's at least 2 of you that haven't signed up. So remember, edcardoso.com. If you don't want to sign up, then download the free workout guide at least. And for signing up, all you have to do is make a username, and it's free. It's kind of like a Facebook account, and you get to check out the forums. So the linguist thing, being in the infantry. So when you're an infantryman, there is a course in the military where they send you to a linguist school. So the main course that they were sending my friends to was a course to learn Pashto and Dari, because we were going to Afghanistan at the time. So they sent them to SDSU, which is San Diego State University, to learn Pashto and Dari in a real classroom setting. So since do you know Japanese? If you can read and write and understand it, the Marine Corps will pay you more money. You will take a test on a computer, and they will have a writing portion, a listening portion, and a multiple guess section. And if you pass it, depending on how well you pass it, the Marine Corps will give you an extra more moolah. So for knowing Spanish, I took the test and I got an extra, I believe it was an extra $100 or $150 for knowing an extra language, because the Marine Corps does care about that. All of the above for me. Lotus Diaries. So Lotus, you're a little bit fat and you just started working out. So see, it's perfectly normal for you to have shin splints. So when you have shin splints, it's important to take it easy. Make sure you start taking it easy and run when they're not as bad. Because if you run when they're really, really bad, those shin splints can turn into stress fractures. So stress fractures are basically can lead to broken bones and broken ligaments. So when they're really, really, really bad, take it easy. And I'm telling you right now, because since you're fat and just started working out, I'm not calling you fat. That's just the word that I'm using. Get a foam roller or one of those plastic ones that roll on your shins. Look it up on Amazon. Or you can just, this one's a really small one, and this one would work perfectly for you. This was like $5, so just look into it. It's gonna help you. You should play Roblox and Minecraft. Maybe. I guess I'll look into it. So family, make sure you are going to, if you're here right now, I'm gonna be, so, all right, so there's 16 of you here. If five of you sign up for the website, I will post. Does everybody here have an Instagram? I'll post a video after this live stream if 5 of you sign up. So there's 171 right now. I need 5 of you to either sign up for the website or go get the free workout guide. You should play Roblox, Minecraft. Got really bad allergies. How would I manage that in boot camp? Trouble edits. Do you know where you're going to boot camp? Are you going to boot camp in the East Coast or the West Coast? Because I mean, in the West Coast, allergies, the weather's so nice that you probably won't really get too many allergies. But you may be able to buy. There's a store at boot camp, and you may be able to buy like the allergy medicines, because when you're sick at boot camp, they do let you buy cough drops. So if you have really bad allergies, they'll probably let you buy like allergy medicine. What are your thoughts on leaving pets behind to join military? My dog's an epileptic and has cluster seizures, so I'm worried that she might get put down by someone who isn't willing to deal with her. Oh man, that is tough, Ryan. That is a tough one because it is tough because you have to find somebody to watch them. I do have friends that had to leave their pets behind that were, they had their own house, their own apartment, or their own animals. And you just have to find somebody that is 100% willing to take care of your dog, because obviously paying to board your pet will get expensive, but you have to look at, if you can find somewhere really inexpensive, then you can set up an automatic payment because you're going to be getting paid in boot camp. So just set up a reoccurring payment with your bank. But honestly, her having 20 seizures in a row after a few times, my parents won't take care of her. So that is rough. I mean, it is, if your parents don't want to watch her, and that is a really tough situation if you can't find somebody, you know what I mean? I would just say look into it, man. I mean, if you really want to hold on to your pet, which I totally understand. I have a cat and a dog. That is a tough situation. Maybe just you have to really find somebody that is willing to watch her. If not, maybe like find somewhere where it's like a dog kind of home, My dad, what is it? Where are we? So remember, guys, go sign up for the website. And if you don't want to sign up, then get the workout guide because it helps the website out. It helps the website grow just like YouTube. And if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like it. My dad just asked me out of the blue if I'm going to join the military. How weird. I don't know, man. I mean, you don't have to tell your parents that you're going to join the military if you plan on joining when you're 18. But if you're going to graduate when you're 17, if you're graduating and you're 17, you still don't have to get your parents to sign off on you because technically you're done with school, so you can do whatever you want. Can I wear contacts on deployments? No, Fluff. You cannot wear contacts on deployments. You can, but it's gonna suck. You're not gonna enjoy it. They're gonna get dirty, and it also depends where you go on deployment. It's a Fortnite god. How does PT work when you hit the fleet? Thomas Vasquez. PT in the fleet is basically in the morning. Every single morning, Monday through Friday, you'll wake up around 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 6, around before 7. Definitely before 7. And everybody wakes up, walks downstairs to the barracks, or, if you live on the first floor, you walk outside, and a formation is made. There's going to be morning formation. Every single platoon, everybody that's there in your unit is going to go do PT in the morning. Typically, they go on a run. Very rarely will you go to the gym. COD, Modern Warfare 2. See, that's actually what I used to play. I used to play Modern Warfare when it first came out. I wouldn't play with you on PlayStation. I would play on Xbox. What's up with the PFT video? Oh, I do. I am. You're right. I am not sick anymore, so I'm going to be making that PFT video probably pretty soon then. I'm going to be doing the PFT video, and I'm going to be doing the workout that I have video. So remember, family, if you haven't already, sign up for the workout guide or edcardoso.com. Become a member, because I'm telling you, if you become a member, you get to read all the forums. Well, I wouldn't play with you. Weighted push-up, fucking rock. I'm doing the same for pull-ups now. Yeah, if you can do weighted pull-ups, then that's going to help you with pull-ups in general. But don't do weighted pull-ups if you can't already do 10 pull-ups. If you can't do 10, like strict to drop 10 pull-ups, then don't even start working on weighted pull-ups yet. I would say try to get to 10 and then do weighted pull-ups. Ethan, my bad. YUT. Yeah, oh my God, if you got an Xbox, you would hear my voice, Mr. Bacon. That is true. I would have to end up getting like a headset and stuff. Do people still get headsets? So I'm a mech, so I'm reserves. I'll get extra money for being fluent in Spanish. Yes, B8M. If you can read and write and like actually understand Spanish, and if you were to take a Spanish test to test your Spanish abilities and you pass it, you'll get paid more money for that. And that goes with any language. The Marine Corps likes people that are bilingual, trilingual, yada, yada. He's messing with you. Those games are gay. I just signed up. Ararello, thank you for signing up. All righty, thank you. So for those of you that haven't signed up, I can see who has signed up. I'm actually going to look at it right now. I can see who signed up and who hasn't signed up. And I can see who signed up first, who signed up second, who signed up third. I can see who signed up like last week. Look, let me see. I mean, I can literally see everybody. So for those people that are signed up, maybe I'll make a deadline. Maybe I'll do like a big freaking giveaway on the end of next month, because today's the 31st. And if you're signed up, that's actually a good idea. I'll do a giveaway for people that signed up. So it'll be a big one. It'll be a big one. I can tell you that. It's going to be a big one. So if you already signed up, you're already entered. You know, I figured giveaways, you know, give some incentive, you know, just like the BPN and the greens, the flight and the greens, you know, give you some incentive, give you a reason to want to sign up. I mean, the website's already legit. If you haven't gone to the website, you know, there's like more things than just things to buy there. Don't play Roblox and Minecraft. Isn't Minecraft like a little kid game? I mean, I remember when Minecraft came out, my buddy's little brother, which was like 5 years old, played Minecraft. So I don't know. I mean, I haven't played video games since 2010. I'll think about it. Can't sign up right now because I'm watching the live stream on my phone. I understand, perfectly understand. But yeah, Ryan, I mean, I'm gonna do that end of the month. Probably at the end of this coming month, I'll do like a bigger giveaway. Maybe I'll do like a shirt, maybe 3 shirts and some BPN stuff. I have all sorts of stuff. So I mean, maybe like military gear. I have all sorts of stuff. I was joking about that, Ed. Let me see. There's a lot of questions right now. So if I haven't gotten to your question, I will get to it. So make sure to hit that like. I was joking about that, Ed. It was a joke. If you play Roblox, Minecraft, I will unsub, especially Roblox. So Minecraft is a little kid game, right? Yeah, I don't know. East Coast. Now, Fortnite is cool. You should get that on Xbox when you get an Xbox. Because are you trying to say that I should get an Xbox? What's up? What's up, Jimmy? I graduate when I'm 18. Do you have a combat badge? Yes, I do. It's right here, actually. Bada bing, bada boom. Ow, I just poked myself. There it is. Do you have a combat? Yes. He's got a combat action ribbon. Do they give you these sunglasses for free, Ed? The ones you see everyone wearing at Gannett? They give you, those are Oakleys, by the way. The ones that, let me see if I have a picture of me wearing them. Those. Everybody wears freaking Oakleys in the Marine Corps. Everybody wears Oakleys. Let me see. I'm actually wearing them right here as well, this picture. Those Oakleys, that's like an old freaking selfie of me when I was a Marine. Marines love wearing Oakleys for some reason. I don't even wear glasses anymore. You're so old. Do the CFT. Just became a member. Thank you, Bubbles. Broke my headset playing Call of Duty. I remember the first headset that I ever bought in 2010. Before they had like legit headsets to play video games, I had a little dog. I had a little bulldog. And I had one of those little headsets that just connected right here. Like, you know, basically like the old Bluetooths. And my dog literally ate the whole thing. And then he crapped it out later. You could just buy the earbuds with mic, but I would just get a headset if I was you. Haven't signed up. Bacon, sign up. Haven't signed up. I need to. BABM, sign up. Yeah. The way I look at it is I make these videos for you. It's completely free to make them. I mean, sign up. You know, I'm helping you. You help me. You know, that kind of thing. Do the CFT. Thomas Vasquez. I was actually thinking about doing that because my my old SOI instructor lives right there. I can look at his truck right there. Literally, he's my neighbor, my old SOI instructor. That's funny. I don't know if he watches my videos either. I know him. We're like friends now. So I could get him to help me set up. So when you're a School of Infantry instructor, you're supposed to know how to set up a PFT course. You're supposed to know how to set up a CFT course. So I was thinking about getting him. He literally lives right. I'm looking at his truck right now. I could get him to help me set up the PFT course or the CFT course. CFTs are hard, man. CFTs are very hard. Have any of y'all done them? I remember when I was a pulley, when I was in the delayed entry program, that we had to do one, and I threw up. What place did I come in on the signups? What place did I come in on the signups? Mr. Bacon. I will have to look. I don't want to freeze this. Right now, I'm just looking at who's signed, or like how many people have signed up. So we're still at 171. Maybe it needs to update. Sometimes it needs to update. It stopped threatening me. I already signed up. I have slight hearing loss. Could I join the infantry? Daniel, yeah, you can. It just depends how bad it is. They still, if you have bad hearing, they'll let you join, but they'll document it because you have to take they literally make you wear these headphones, and you have this little thing that you push every time that you hear something. So the hearing test is very it's like hard. It's easy. It's easy, but it's they make sure you're not deaf. He's going to come to our house and force us. Yes, I was joking. Yeah, you said it perfectly. Xbox is way better than PlayStation. Play Satan. Fortnite is free, by the way. For all USMC deployments, Afghanistan leave for boot camp May 21st, and my MOS is Motor T. No, not all deployments in the Marine Corps to Afghanistan. You can go to Australia. You can go to Japan. You can go a lot of places in the Marine Corps. So you may go to Afghanistan. Every job in the Marine Corps is it just depends. You know, it just depends where they want to send you. I mean, you can Google where do Marines deploy. I even know somebody that went to Dubai. Just him. They just sent him, one Marine out of the whole unit, to Dubai. So I hope that answers your question, Montail. My right knee is ducked up. It hurts when I squat, do other leg exercise, but it doesn't hurt when I run or walk. Just when I bend my knee past 90 degrees, I don't want to tell my recruiter. So Jimmy, so in the military is really big on body weight exercises, especially at boot camp. Boot camp is you don't go to the gym in boot camp. You know, you go to boot camp and just do boot camp things. So what you could do about your knee is just YouTube. We both wearing our t-shirts. So what you can do is just YouTube get rid of knee pain, or ways to get rid of knee pain, or physical therapy for knee, and start doing those exercises every single day. Every single day. Don't just do it one time and then when it goes away, stop doing it. Do it every single day. And do it for about a month. I'm going to say do it for 1 full month, and that should help your knee. And if you Jimmy, how old are you? Do you mind if I ask are you old enough? Do you have your own job? Do you live with your family? Are you, below 18? Maybe just get a couple physical therapy sessions with a physical therapist. And I used to work for a physical therapist when I got out of the Marine Corps, and I've seen so many people go to him for knee pain, and after going to him for a couple of weeks, it goes away. And physical therapists will give you the exercises that you need to do to get rid of something like knee pain. So you don't have to tell them if you work on it, if you try to make it better. Knee pain's not just going to go away, by the way. That's why I'm saying YouTube a couple ways to get rid of knee pain. And same applies with any of you who have like shoulder pain or hip pain. Try to look up what you can do. And if it's not working, then physical therapists. Physical therapists are great people. Dish booty. Should I get a physical therapist? Ah, yes, exactly. You can try to do a couple things for a week, but if you can afford to go to physical therapist, then just go straight to the physical therapist. Hey, we both went our Yosh. 18. So yeah, I mean, if you can afford it, go to it. Or if you have family members that will take you, then do it, you know. Kind of specific question, but let's say I want to get a good PFT score, IST score during boot camp. In order to get 20 pull-ups, should I go in being able to do more? I mean, is it easy to get your max pull? Okay, yeah. So for those of you that haven't hit the like button, make sure to hit the like, all right? For those of you that are just getting here or haven't hit the like, make sure to hit the like because it does help the channel grow. And obviously we want to keep growing and growing and growing because if we don't grow, then I'm just going to I don't know, join the Air Force and never YouTube again. So, all right, for those of you that have, for those of you that are, that already have a lot of pull-ups, that you can already do 20 pull-ups, or can do 15, or can do 16, that have a high amount of pull-ups. Actually, this applies to everybody because if you have a low amount of pull-ups, this is going to affect you big time as well. At boot camp, it is very hard to get 20 pull-ups. Why is it hard to get 20 pull-ups? Because the drill instructors are very strict with how they count your pull-ups. They are the only ones that count your pull-ups. You know how when you go to the gym, your buddy counts them for you, or when you do them, you count them. Nobody is being strict on you right now. You know, if you go to the pulley, like the delayed entry program, and you know you're doing them like this, and you're not like all the way. You know, drill instructors literally are constantly watching like the front, the side, the front, the side. Drill instructors are gonna be like 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. So they no shit need to be like you need to chin over the bar all the way down. If they see this, like you come up and then you're like right here, like a little bit bent, they're not gonna count it for you. So I went to boot camp. When I went to boot camp, I was I could do about 22 pull-ups, 22, and I only got 20 pull-ups on my last PFT there. You do 2 of them, I'm pretty sure. You do 2. And so by the end of boot camp, I could do 30 because because what's the point in cheating yourself and going, hey, I can do 30. You know, you're like half repping them. Oh, I can do 30. Might as well, before you get to boot camp, dead hang, up slow, down slow. And I'm telling you, it's kind of hard to get 20 pull-ups. The only way you're going to get 20 pull-ups is if you can probably do 25 or 30. Because there's gonna be a couple that they're gonna be like, that didn't count, that didn't count, that didn't count. So yes, if you can do 20, and if you can't do 20, if you can only like do 3, and that's the minimum, you're probably not gonna get 3 at boot camp because whoever counted your 3 was probably being nice to you. So make sure you hit the like if you haven't already. What's going on, Elias Tillman? Elias there's a lot of you that are the real MVPs with the Instagram and YouTube, the giveaways and stuff. So I'm gonna have Amelia. I didn't tell her, but I'm gonna have her help me pick a winner. So because there's so many of you that commented on the Instagram, so many of you that commented on the YouTube, and Dish Booty is in East Africa. It's a deployment for Army, Marines, even other countries. Yeah, my staff sergeant, my last platoon sergeant, was in East Africa for I think like 2 years. He went on a deployment there, and he ended up getting stationed there, which if you know anything about Africa, people are a little bit more tan than me, and he's a white guy, and he loves them ladies out there. He loves them ladies out there. So I thought that was really funny about him. He just told me that. I'm back. Food is almost done. So be right, 1, 1, 1. Yeah. So if you have like a really good recruiter, like a delayed entry recruiter, he's gonna not be nice to you when you're doing your pull-ups. I had literally 4 recruiters in my station because it was such a big delayed entry program. We had like 3 nice ones and 1 that was like strict, man. He got 300 PFT every time. He got 300 IST every time. He got a 300 CFT. And he was like strict. That's the only reason I was able to go to boot camp doing 20 pull-ups. like he made me feel like crap for doing 18. He was like, oh, what the, like, you should be doing 20, you know, like, how's the food at boot camp? Montel, it's not that bad, honestly. Everybody is like, everybody makes a big deal out of it, but it's really good. I mean, the food at boot camp is good. You know, they have different things every day. So it's pretty good. All right, great answer. Thanks. Yeah, no problemo, Bubbles. Bublés. Did you hear about the Green Berets that killed 200 Russian contractor mercenaries in Syria? I did not hear about that, but I did hear about there was like a riot. I was watching the news actually. There was like some sort of riot. My recruiter only gave me 8 during an IST once. I was so salty. Yeah, see, so I mean, B Wright's recruiter was, you know, like giving her a hard time with her pull-ups. And trust me, drone instructors are not going to be any more nicer. So you want to leave the boot camp already doing more than the required minimum and more than the required, like, to get a perfect score. Because as soon as you get to boot camp, you do an IST right at the beginning. And by the way, if you didn't know this, getting the highest PFT at boot camp does help you become honor grad. That goes into, they account that in. So if you have like literally the highest like PFT, they will give you a special mention at your boot camp graduation, and your parents are going to be like, "Oh my God, this is his name or her name. Oh my God, like, woo!" Like I promise you, it happens every time. Hey, soldier, have you used your GI Bill? Soldier, I'm a Marine. Yeah. By the way, Marines hate being called. I don't care anymore. I don't care. He's a. But when I was a Marine, an active duty Marine, I would get butthurt when people would call me soldier. But I have used my GI Bill. It's the disrespect is real. So yeah, I've used my GI Bill. It's real easy. It's a lot easier process to use than a lot of people think, using your GI Bill. And for those of you, some of you are in the Marine Corps, some of you come in, some of you, I know that a lot of you that are in the Marine Corps that watch my channel don't really say a lot. That's okay. As long as I can help you somehow, I guess. So for those of you that are going to use your GI Bill when you get out of the Marine Corps, it's actually very easy to use it. And I'll always be here, by the way. I will probably always have an Instagram or some sort of social media. So you can always ask me questions about getting out when you get to that point. GI Bill is very easy to use, but it can get confusing if you don't know what you should do. Fine, maybe food is done. That disrespect. Yeah. So what do we got? We got any questions up in here? So yeah, see, if this was Twitch, we could be playing video games. So if you haven't liked this video yet, there's 16 of you and there's 19 likes, and we've been fluctuating. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to like the video. If you've heard something that helped you or that you liked, or yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. If I've ever helped you in any videos, make sure to hit the like. Let me see, what can we talk about real quick? I was talking about my deployment, talking about pull-ups. And if you still want more incentive, if you weren't here at the beginning of the video, for those of you that are members of the website, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to be doing a giveaway after this giveaway. When this giveaway is over on Monday, the giveaway, BWR Family BPN Flight. Yeah, so make sure everybody that entered the giveaway, you can enter by commenting on the giveaway video or commenting on my Instagram that has the video of me at BPN with the edit. And you can also comment on both. And so we'll put your name into the drawing twice. So it increases your chances. So for those of you that were asking me about, can you enter the green giveaway and the flight giveaway? Sure. I'll if you want to enter now, I'll put it in consideration if you can win both. It just depends how many people, because whoever enters for the flight, I'm going to give them the flight. Whoever enters for the greens, I'm going to give them the greens. So it just depends how many people enter and how many people want what. What do we got? The BPN flight. My brother's friend was in the Army Reserve and in Iraq, and he said he was denied GI Bill benefits because he was diagnosed with personality disorder. So Jimmy, your brother's friend. So you see, what kind of sounds weird about that already is it's not your brother, but it's your brother's friend. So the Marine Corps will not deny your use to use your benefits for something like that, personality disorder. The only reason the Marine Corps or the Army will deny you your GI Bill is if you get. Hey, by the way, Nathan Cavett is my boy that helped me made that video. So if you liked that video, give him a follow. Oh, by the way, actually, after this, y'all should go to his YouTube because he just posted, Nathan Cavett right here. He just posted, if you don't have Instagram, he just posted the video that I posted on Instagram. And so show it some love. You know, if you want to go there right now real quick and show him some love and drop a like on that video that he made of me, go ahead. Hey, and I already commented on it. It's a real cool video. So if you don't have Instagram and you don't know what I'm talking about and you haven't seen the video, you can find it on his YouTube. Yeah, so you literally go to his YouTube and drop a like just so you can see the video. So remember, Nathan Cavett, the video that I'm talking about is on his Instagram. And he's going to be posting more videos of things that we do and things that we've done and kind of like updates, like behind the scenes of building like a YouTube brand. Because that's essentially what I'm doing. I do love helping y'all, but essentially I'm trying to build, you know. My brother, so basically what it sounds like is that your brother's friend that was denied his GI Bill, it's starting to sound more like he doesn't have an honorable discharge. Like it sounds like he may have been kicked out of the military because if they went to Iraq, and I'm going to go ahead and assume that they saw some combat or they saw something, and personality disorder is PTSD, and he's probably lying. He probably got in trouble for something, and that's why he can't use his GI Bill. Because the military would not say personality disorder and then deny you for that. Because if you were in the Army and then you got personality disorder, then it's the Army or the Marines or the military's fault. I hope that makes sense. I hope that doesn't sound like I'm just being rude. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, I can he says it's bullshit and the Army is just trying to save money. I don't know, man, because I have a lot of friends that have been kicked out of the military, and when they get out, they don't tell people they got kicked out of the military because nobody has any way of finding out that you got kicked out. You know, you can just tell people you got out. So I'm not trying to sound rude, but that's just, I mean, I don't think that the Army or the Marines would just say, oh, we don't want to give you, because the only reason that I'm saying that is because the money that comes from your GI Bill is over here. And the money that the military and the Army and the Marine Corps have is over here. It's two totally different, like it comes from two different bank accounts. So if the Marine Corps were to close down, this over here, the GI Bill money would still be there. At Cardoso.com. Where do you live? Waking up at 6 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, you live in Hawaii, right? Hawaii. Zombie mode. I feel you on zombie mode. What's your Instagram? Ed J Cardoso. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to give it a like. Do you bump into Marines that really hated? Eric Reyes, do you bump into Marines that really hated? So people that really hated the Marines. Yeah, I bump into people that hate the Marines all the time, but it's honestly how you look at it, man. If you want to, so I talk about this all the time. The best way to not hate your military experience, am I freezing? The best way to not hate your military experience is to pick a job that you truly want. Because you don't want to just join the military and be like, oh, hey, recruiter, pick any job you want for me. I'm going to be okay with it. And that's one of the biggest reasons that people hate the military is because when they were enlisted, they didn't look into the jobs. So make sure you look into your MOS before you just sign your contract. And it's your outlook. Even if you hate it, then accept it and then move on. You know, hating it and talking about how much you hate it isn't going to get you anywhere. What do we got? I don't know. He might have done something stupid. I'm just repeating what he said to me like a couple of years ago. Yeah, I mean, we never really know, you know. I mean, but there's no reason that if you finished your 4 years or 8 years or 5 years with an honorable discharge that you should not be able to use your benefits. Because I've seen a lot of people who get kicked out and then they don't tell people they get kicked out. What's your opinion on doing full body workouts versus standard bro splits? I've been getting them fat gains from FB PS that fade sick. Thank you. I know I need to get another haircut already. I'll probably wait 1 more week so it's worth it. So I'm just wasting money. Getting fat gains from FB. What do you mean from FB? Getting them fat gains from full body. Okay, so you're getting gains from full body. So Ryan Miller, if you are training for the military, I definitely believe that full body workouts are more beneficial for the military, because in the military, you're never going to be like doing bench press, and then you're never going to be doing a back day. I think if you're doing full body workouts, it's important that you still do compound movements though. You know, like make sure you're still benching, make sure you're still doing deadlifts, make sure you're still doing, you know, weighted pull-ups, weighted dips. You know, I kind of consider those compound movements because they're kind of a full body movement. You know what I'm saying? So I think if you're doing bench, squat, deadlift, then you're good, you know, and then you can just do accessories. That's how I kind of work out. And I kind of do full body. I've been doing full body with deadlifts, and yeah, deadlifts and cleans. I do a lot of crazy Olympic weightlifting though. But you're perfectly fine to do you know, full body workouts. I mean, think about how much you benefit from doing back and buys. You know, you're literally doing this. Like how many times can you do this until it's like still fun? And then this, and then some more of this. You know, back and buys. It's so boring. Gayest experience while active duty, other than duty. So just like the worst experience in the military is probably doing post. Like doing post is really bad because there's times where you can get lucky and you stand post. Oh, well, you already said other than duty. Dang, you're right. Man, duty is probably the worst thing then if you ask me to say something other than duty. But some of the worst times in the military are literally just when you're in the field and it starts raining or it's just hot, like, and there's bees and stuff. Some of the worst times in my life were in the field, but also some of the best times were in the field. But it's funny because those worst times are the ones that you remember, and those are the ones you tell stories about. So remember, if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video. And if you have liked this video, then thank you, by the way. Thank you. And so if you've liked this video, also consider becoming a member of edcardoso.com or getting the free workout guide. Because the free workout guide, I literally designed it to help everybody get in shape. So a lot of you tell me that you do like workouts at home and that you do push-ups every day and pull-ups. So the workout guide is basically right here. It's designed to teach you the movements that you're going to be doing in the Marine Corps. So literally every movement that you will ever do at boot camp is in the workout guide. You get Paris Island. Isn't San Diego closer to Hawaii? How do you get into recon, and can you really grow long hair and a beard? Ryan Miller, it's kind of situation dependent with long hair and recon. So to get in recon, you have to pass. We just got $10 in here somehow. I don't know where we got $10 from. How do I look at that? All right, I have to find out. I have to say thank you because I don't like, you know, it's money. Nathan Cabot gave us $10. And that's not fair because I know Nathan. Thanks for your service. I got to run. Keep up the great work. Thank you, brother. Remember, if you haven't already, Nathan posted like this real cool edit of me on his YouTube video. So make sure that you check it out. Make sure that you go over there, you subscribe, because he's going to be posting a lot more as I grow my website and as I grow my YouTube. So this is just the beginning, man. This is just the beginning. So thank you to Nathan. Yeah. So how do you get into recon, and can you really grow hair? So yes and no. You can't grow a beard and long hair like, you know, all crazy like the veterans. When you're on deployments is a different story. And when you're in the field, yes, you can start to grow all your hair out. But joining recon is a lot harder than you think. You have to be in very good shape. You have to be smart. You have to be able to think under pressure. So just be ready for that. I'm about to sign up. B8MM is about to sign up. Yeah, and I understand some of you are on your phones watching this live stream, so you can't sign up right now. But remember, edcardoso.com, if you don't want to become a member, then basically you don't get to read the forums. And the forums, I'm going to start posting a lot more information. I've already been posting things on there about working out, things about deployment, and even some of the posts that I posted on the pre-enlistment part is advice from some of my friends that they told me they wanted me to post for them because they don't want to post it. And then, you know, everybody follows them on Instagram and stuff. You know, there are some people that get out of the military and want more of a private life. So B8, thank you for, you know, for when you sign up. I got kicked out, but I'm going into a different branch. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you could get kicked out and still go back in. That's probably a good way to like clear your like getting kicked out name, right? I would assume. So if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video. Bram J, all females go to Paris Island. That is true. Good luck when you ship out. It's unlikely to get stationed in your own state. Isn't there basic and NC? I mean, you can try to pick to get stationed where you're from, but you never know, you know? Ryan Miller, what's going on? My recruiter told me since I have an open contract, I pick my MOS after boot camp. I hope I get to be a cook. Yeah, so having an open contract, make sure to hit this like if you haven't already. Hit the like on this video if you haven't already. My recruiter told me so. Yeah, the likelihood of you being a cook as an open contract is very high. I know a lot of people that went open and then became cooks. So you may also be infantry. So be ready for that. You're either going to be a cook, you're probably going to be a cook, or you're probably going to be infantry. So be prepared for that one. I'm back. Thanks, I shipped May 14th. That's very soon, actually. Hold on, my phone's buzzing. I got to check it real quick. Okay, so some of you are coming to my Instagram and commenting the BPN flight. Yeah, so remember the giveaway is over on Monday. So on Monday is when I'm gonna pick somebody that I'm gonna send it out to. So make sure on Monday, you keep your ears peeled on Instagram or on YouTube, because I'm gonna be announcing the winner. And if you don't hit me up and give me your address so I can send it to you, I'm gonna have to pick somebody else. How do you get kicked out of the military? What are some common offenses? Jimmy Jenkins, common offenses are what I saw. Common offenses are if you get in trouble, if you get an NJP, which is basically like getting the biggest ticket that you can in the military. If you get the same offense 3 times, it can be anything. You get the same offense 3 times, like underage drinking. Let's say you get underage drinking 3 times in a row. They can kick you out for that 3 times in a row. But let's say you get underage drinking and then you get fighting. They can't kick you out. Let's say you get underage drinking, fighting, and then underage drinking again. They still can't kick you out, even though it's 3 times. It has to be the same 3 things. Not in a row, but the same 3 things. So a lot of the time it's DUIs, underage drinking, when people get too fat. If you get really fat and you don't even look like you're in the Marines or you're in the Army, they can kick you out for that. They can also kick you out for drugs. They can kick you out for all sorts of crazy things. How does active duty infantry feel about reserve infantry? Honestly, it doesn't matter. The only reason that I tell people to not do reservist is if you don't plan on going to school, you don't have a job, you don't plan on getting a job. Like that's just my opinion. If you're going to be a reservist, you need to have a plan for when you're not going to your unit on the weekends. Because when you're a reservist, it's very common for you just to go to work on the weekends, 1 weekend a month. But you will probably go more than just 1 weekend a month. But people that don't have a plan when they're not going to be doing the military stuff, I tell them to not be a reservist. Because what's the point of joining the military and being a reservist if you're not even going to go to school, or if you're not even going to get a job? You're just going to live at your mom's house or your dad's house or your friend's couch. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to say don't do reservist. I'm just trying to say don't do reservist if you're not going to have a plan. But active duty infantry Marines, look at reservists. Only in the beginning do they care. Only at boot camp and SOI do people really care if you're a reservist or not a reservist. After boot camp, no one gives a crap about reservists. Like reservists do their thing and active duty do their thing. Do you believe in aliens? I believe in ghosts. There are plenty of vegan options at boot camp. I'm vegan and will refuse to change my diet. Ooh, I don't know about that one actually. Are there plenty? So when you're vegan, you can't vegan. I'm going to make sure I know. What is the vegan diet? Vegan diet restrictions, risks. They do have a lot of vegetables. They have fruit. They have, let me see. I don't know. That could be a tricky one, honestly. You're just going to have to make sure you eat a lot of what you can eat when you're there. Ooh, that's a tough one. I'm going to have to come back to that one because I don't have enough time right now to just look up a vegan diet. You know what I'm saying? But they have a lot of options for food, If you want to tell me right now what you can't eat, I could probably better answer your question, but I can't look it all up right now. Is Nathan gay? No, Nathan is not gay. No, why? No, he's cool. He's actually really cool. I signed up for your website. Thank you, Montel. Thank you. I appreciate that. How do you sign up to the military when you don't have a recruiting center? Robert, just go to, depending on what you want to sign up for, go to army.com or go to airforce.com or go to marines.com. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video, everybody. Thank you. Thank you. So go to marines.com, go to army.com or whatever, and they're going to have a number. They're going to have a recruiting number. So just call that number and you can start that way, because that way you'll get a hold of a recruiter and he'll tell you where you can go, or he'll come to you. Like the closest recruiter will come to you. So that's the easiest way to sign up for the military if there's no recruiting center near you. You go to marines.com or army.com and you get the number from their website. I have a buddy that told me that's how he joined, because he lived in like Alaska, like the middle of nowhere in Alaska, and he had to call through the website. So if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video. Nearby, do you have to drive to the nearest one? Yeah, you'll have to drive to the nearest one eventually. But if you're lucky, maybe the recruiter will come to you. What is one thing you miss about the infantry and or hate? Connor, the one thing I miss about the infantry is shooting guns all the time. When you're in the infantry, you go to the field all the time. And it's funny because I used to complain about going to the field because I wanted to stay in my room and play Xbox. But I was young back then. For some reason, all I cared about was video games and drinking. But now I don't drink anymore, really. I don't really drink. I don't do drugs. I don't do any of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's expensive. For those of you that have ever gone shooting, you know how expensive it is to shoot like 1,000 rounds. 1,000 rounds for me, because I was a saw gunner, like the automatic weapon. 1,000 rounds, I could get through 1,000 rounds in about 2 minutes. Do you have any experiences with infantry reservists? I have never worked with an infantry reservist. I have friends that were infantry reservists, like my friends that I was friends with after SOI. And he went on a deployment before I did. So if you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video, and I'll answer your question. Orale, I just signed up. Thank you, P8. Do you know any female Marines that got pregnant in the fleet? I don't know any personally. The only one that I know semi-personally is Daniel. Daniel Vlogs. He's always in the comments. Is his daughter. I don't know her personally, but she's the only one that I know, like, by association. You know what I'm saying? No products for animals. I would just change my diet. Sounds. Oh, so no products from animals. So I would just change my diet. So think about it. Meat. Yeah, what's up, babe? What's going on, Dax Swag? Do you believe in aliens? I do not believe in aliens, but I believe in ghosts. Actually, okay, the other day I was watching like this alien, like on Netflix, like top weird things or whatever, and they were doing some alien stuff. That stuff was kind of weird. So all MOSs go to war in the Marines. Alejandro, no, not all MOSs go to war. Not all MOSs even deploy, but there's always a chance that you may deploy. Did you listen to the Jocko podcast? I did not, actually. I did not listen to it. You're going to have to remind me in a comment. Remind me in a comment on the most recent video. See, you just said it again. Xbox is better. Can you tell your DIs to slow down in boot camp? I've seen videos and they recount really fast. I don't want to square up with anyone and go to their bad side. Sound Jam, you cannot tell your DIs to shut up. DIs literally talk that fast on purpose to make sure that you're paying attention. Because in the Marine Corps, attention to detail is everything. Attention to detail is something that you're going to hear a million times at boot camp. Attention to detail. And in the military, you're always going to hear attention to detail. Always, always, always. And I know you just said you don't want to square up with anybody. Trust me, if you try to fight your drone instructor, it's not going to go. I don't care if you think you're a Golden Glove boxer or you are a Golden Glove boxer. I've seen guys that have tried that were better fighters than me, of course, and it does not end well. It does not end well at all, at all. And then you're probably going to get kicked out. So do you really want to get kicked out? It looks really bad when you get kicked out of the military. So you play Xbox and Nintendo. So you don't do drugs anymore. I don't do drugs at all. They count super fast on purpose to get you used to performing under pressure. Yeah. So that's basically it. Yeah, it's they like to induce stress to teach you how to react under stressful situations. What's sex life like in the Marine Corps infantry? Did you duck those female Marines? So Jimmy, that's kind of a good question. My life with meeting chicks in the military during the week was not very exciting. It was not very exciting at all because, first of all, I lived in 29 Palms, which is the desert. So there's no girls out there. Absolutely no girls out there. No single girls. There's a handful of single girls, but they're usually, if they're my age, when I was 18 to 21. If they're even that old, which they're usually not, they're usually not. If they're 18 to 21, like I was when I was in, they were usually like colonels' daughters or old gunnies' daughters. And that's the last thing you want to get into. That gets real messy real fast. So basically, only on weekends. I lived in 29 Palms. So if you're going to be a Camp Pendleton Marine, like live right here in Orange County, your chances of meeting girls is going to be way higher than mine was. In female Marines, since I was an infantryman at the time, my view on female Marines was a lot different than it is now. So I did not really, I never tried to date any female Marines. So let me see. What do we got? Do you believe in aliens? Do you listen to Jocko? I did not. We just read that. Do you know anyone who was a combat firefighter in the Marines? I was interested. No, I don't know anybody that was a firefighter when I was in the Marines. The Marine Corps, I believe, is getting rid of the firefighter MOS because most of the firefighters that are in bases aren't Marines or anything. They're just contracted out. So if you haven't liked this video, make sure to hit the like. What happens if you don't hear the DI? Oh, you're going to hear him. And if you don't hear him, it's going to be very evident that you didn't hear him and you're going to get messed up for it. Busca vida, turn up. Could you just tell a story on a recruit fighting a DI? Thoughts on? I've already talked about this. I made a video about women in the infantry. Let them do what they want to do, man. Trust me, there's plenty of male Marines that I know that I wish would have never joined the infantry. So for advice to any women that are going to join the infantry, then show up, do your best, make sure you're physically fit. And honestly, make sure you're physically fit is the biggest thing. If you are physically fit in the infantry, man or woman, it's going to make your life way easier, 100% way easier. And the Marine Corps doesn't care about how strong you are in the gym. The Marine Corps cares about how fast you can run, how long you can run, and if you can do buddy carries, buddy drags, things like that. What does the 22 on your shirt stand for? So the 22 on I actually had need to make a video on that, huh? Checking in, but gotta go. Kazami, thank you for stopping by. Kazami is one of the most active people on the forums, so shout out to him for that one. So the forums on my website at cardoso.com. So the 22 is a statistic, is a 22. So 22 until none. 22 is basically, there's a statistic out there that I don't know how accurate it is anymore. The statistic was made a little while ago. It's 22 veterans kill themselves every day, commit suicide. So basically it's just kind of to where the reason that I made that shirt is because a lot of the 22 shirts, like the 22 awareness shirts that I've seen are like really moto, like they're too moto for me. Like I wouldn't really wear them, but I want to support the cause. So I put the 22 on the back of that shirt. So when people ask me what it means, it's kind of like low key. And if they ask me, it's like an opportunity for me to explain what it is. You get what I'm saying? What happened if you caught a drone instructor poke at boot camp? Dang, I don't know. That one would probably be I mean, honestly, you'll probably just get hazed for a long time. But if you caught your drill instructor a poke, you'll probably get hazed for a little bit, but I think it'd be worth it. But maybe don't do it till like closer to the end. Make sure to hit that like. We're trying to get this video to 30 likes before it's over. What is it like on the first day of Marine Corps boot camp? The first day is, so the first 3 days is called receiving, like, receiving, like catching the football. Catching the football. So make sure to hit that like if you haven't already. So the first 3 days is all receiving. You're going to be tired. You're going to be getting your gear issue. There's going to already be a drill instructor there. There's already going to be a couple drill instructors there. And something D's can't do. And so the first 3 days are terrible because you're not getting a lot of sleep at all. And you're not really eating at all, really. You're not eating a whole lot. You're not getting all 3 of your meals. And it's freaking terrible. The first 3 days is because it's this bunch of paperwork. It's paperwork after paperwork after paperwork. And a lot of it is the same thing. You're just filling out your social. You're filling out your bank account. So to make it easier on you, if you don't have your social security number memorized, memorize it because you're going to be writing it down a lot at boot camp. And if you're married or you have kids, make sure you memorize their social security number because you're going to be writing it down a lot the first 3 days. Do most MPs go to war? I hear they're like infantry. MP is not like infantry, Alejandro. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I should actually make a video on that. MPs are not infantry. Man, that's going to be a good video, actually. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to actually take the time to write it down. And I have to pee, too. Let me write this down. I have a freaking Sharpie. MPs, not infantry. That needs to be a video within itself because I know a lot of MPs that think they're freaking infantry, but they've never even deployed or done anything. Yuts, what's up, Mario? Don't really have a buddy to call to buddy carries, so how should I prepare? So if you don't have a buddy to do buddy carries, the best way to prepare for that is probably going to be doing like weighted squats, like barbell squats, you know? Just so you can get used to that weight on your back, you know, picking them up, you know, pick up that weight. Trouble edits, don't really have a buddy. Something D's can't do. Can you have a screw underneath or list in the, I don't know, that one may be a femur playing football because they put that screw in my knee and perfectly functional. I was just wondering. Harold, I don't know about that one, actually. I don't know anything about screws and stuff like that. That's something that you're going to have to ask a recruiter. What you could do is go to marines.com, get a recruiter's number or something, and ask them on the phone. I don't know. I honestly don't know about that one. Do all branches have the same benefits? Yes, all branches, Alejandro, all branches have the same benefits when you're in and when you get out. Obviously, the Air Force and the Army have more money than the Navy and the Marine Corps, so they're going to have nicer things. Like they're going to have nicer food. They're going to have nicer places to live. Like the barracks are going to be way nicer than the Air Force and the Army. The barracks and the Marine Corps are like, yeah, man, like when Ed gets overly excited about something, yeah, I just have to write it down. Ooh. If you don't have your social security number memorized, you should practice by posting it here in the comment section of the live stream. Oh, God. Oh, God. What rank do you? Yeah, so memorizing your social is just something that I literally had to memorize my social at boot camp because I just had to write it down so many times. When Ed gets overly excited about something, if you don't have your social, what rank do you have to be to get out of the barracks? Like if you don't get married, I hear once you get to a certain rank, you can just get out of the barracks. Yeah. Okay, so here's how you get out of the barracks. You either have to be an E4, so that's a corporal, or a sergeant. The only way you can get out of the barracks as an E4 is if the barracks that you live in is full. Like it's too full. Because the barracks is only allowed to have 2 Marines per room. There's going to be a bed over here and a bed over here, and they're going to have their own room. So when you're student status, when you're going to schools, like like MOS schools, you can have up to like 4 people in a room. So that's the only time that you'll have like 4 people in a room. But in the normal barracks in the fleet, you can only have 2 people in a room. So if your barracks is full and you're an E4 and an E5, they will let you live outside of the barracks. But typically, you have to wait until you're in E5. Legally, through the Marine Corps, E5. But also, legally, loopholes, E4 if the barracks are full. That's the only way. You have to be an E5 or the barracks. Only one become a devil and allowed to say, Daniel is here. I didn't even see that he was here. I didn't even see him show up. Can you please do a stolen valor? I could, yeah. Just Eric, remind me in the comments. Remind me in the comments of this video or the most recent video. Because a lot of this, I'm gonna forget. I've been here for an hour already. Is there something new about citizenship? Hans, yes, there is, but I don't know the rules of it. I know they've changed it. Eric, I saw that. I saw a message was retracted. What about a boxing bag? So what about a boxing bag? What about boxing bags? Buscavidas. Can you put a boxing bag in your barracks? MP, mainly pogues. Yeah, they are pogues. Do you get deployed and where, even during peacetime? So yeah, you can get deployed even during peacetime. You can go to Japan, you can go to Africa, you can go to Dubai, you can go all over the place. Australia, Tokyo, Japan. Is it hard to get the Marine boxing team, and can you do so every base? Ty Allen, not every base is going to have the Marine Corps boxing team. Like Camp Pendleton, probably, because it's such a big base and it has a lot of resources. 29 Palms, no. Only one you become a devil allowed to say yut. No one posts their socials. The last four of my social is 4104 54543. I don't know. What about Devil Pup? Sound. Okay. Guys, do not put your socials in here. I'm deleting them in case they are. Okay, that one's not real. All right. If you put your social on here, please retract it. I mean, I'm only going to remove those 3. All right, that's it. Because the rest of them, I'm going to assume they're fake. Yeah, you never know. Guys, do not post your social. I really hope that was a joke. What about Devil Pup? Have you said chonies yet? I have not said chonies yet. Chonislos. If you weren't infantry, what MS would you have chosen? Alejandro, if I wasn't infantry, I probably would have picked combat engineer because they work with infantry very close. And females can be combat engineers as well, by the way, if you are wondering. Shout out to Eric Acquire. Love the Tim Echo with my uncle. Oh, damn. Yeah, so you could always get a room. You could always go in on a room with somebody too. When you can finally get out of the barracks, when you're in E5 or an E4 and you can get out of the barracks, you can pay for like a room, and the guys in the barracks or the girls in the barracks, they're gonna want to live with you. They're gonna want to live in. So try to get some of them to go in on you and help you pay rent. Do you get deployed? Yes. Did you play sports in the military? Like, is there ever time to pick up game? Yeah, Jimmy Jenkins. I didn't play sports for the Marine Corps. But every barracks typically has a basketball court, usually has a basketball court in the barracks, like outside of the barracks, or a volleyball court or a tennis court. So those things are very accessible to you when you live in the barracks. So a lot of the times people would just play basketball outside. Theo, what are you doing? Theo, good. I got to watch him. When he starts walking around all slow is when I'll take him outside. So. Brian Miller. Who was it? Who was it that's telling people to post their goddamn socials? I'll send you the link to the video. Eric Reyes. Don't post yours. Yes, it is. That is a good. We don't need our identities. Moraldo was on the Marine Corps boxing team. You got to be good. Yeah, you got to be real good to be on any Marine Corps team, except the football team. The football team, they'll just let you on if you're big or fast. Is it hard to retire the Marine Corps? I heard that it is, but if it is, why? Logan, it's hard to retire because it's 20 years of your life. A lot of people that do 20 years in the Marine Corps usually give up their life outside of the military is why it's hard. What is your MOS in the infantry? I was in 0311. Mine is a joke. Good thing. Go 11 Bravo. Combat engineer, I thought you recruiter picked your other 2 MOS. Oh, you were asking me what my other 2 were. I don't even know what he picked for me. I just picked 11. I heard the showers are all co-ed on deployments. They are. Showers, if you're on a big base, showers are co-ed. Guys and girls are not going to be in the same shower. Go in on you. What you hitting at it? Go in on you. You should be a recruiter. Oh man, I would have to be in to be a recruiter. I played for the 9TH Com football team. Hey, yeah. So see, you can play on the football team. It's easier to try out for the football team than it is probably any other sport in the military. What do we got? Ed's been smoking some good recently. Got to make sure his dog ain't feeling real good. What's your social, Ed? My social is 8675309. Is it easy to JO in boot camp? No, you're gonna have to do that at nighttime. When it's Mimi's time at boot camp, you're gonna hear everybody doing their thing. Flat Ed, just letting you know. Got a crush. Gotta go. Take it easy. Be right. Mr. Bacon, are you back? Yeah, you're back. Haven't called me about security clearance, but I still have my shipment date. So hold on, let me see. They haven't called me about the security clearance, but I still have my shipment date. Should I stick to the Marines or switch to other department? Because I heard there's one in the Army who have had shit. So Hans, I would just follow up with your recruiter, call him and see what's going on. But you can switch Army. You can switch to another branch whenever you want. Once you're already getting processed, like to join the military, it's very easy to just switch branch because you haven't like made your decision. You could literally last minute be like, I don't want to join anymore, you know, and you can be like, I don't want to, or I want to switch. 0311, 0331. So 0311 are squad leaders. 0311s are like the leaders of like infantry like squads. 0331s are machine gunners. So you're going to be a leader of machine gunners, not a whole squad. 0311s are in charge of 0331s. Do you believe in aliens? Stop asking me that. Do you keep your uniform? I do have all my uniforms, but Marines are not allowed to wear their uniforms. Only their dress uniforms can they wear. Have you been to Santa Monica Beach? I just went there yesterday. Fun. Yeah, I've been to Santa Monica before. Of course I have. You got a Facebook. You could probably find me through Ed Cardoso Media. I have like an official Facebook page. Ed, you are Republican or Democrat? You don't have to answer. I don't know. I mean, I just think that you should work for your money, basically, you know? And I mean, I like George W. Bush. I don't know. Just because I'm from Texas. I'm from Texas. So my views are more aligned with, you know, work for your shit, you know? Work for your shit. I don't think that everybody should get, like, handouts, basically. And so I don't know what that is. I don't know what that makes me. If it's a trip, you're not circumcised, you get it done at boot camp. That's what I'm most worried about. No, they will not do that to you at boot camp. You have to go to the doctor for that. Boot camp is not going to do that to you. Oh, man. Some dude made a homemade bomb to prove Earth was flat. When it landed, he broke his back. Jesus Christ. The world is crazy. Do grunts hate tankers? Nah, grunts don't even – I mean, grunts just are grunts, man. Grunts – only the new grunts, only the new Marines are the ones that are like, I hate pogues. You know, when I was like an older Marine, I had friends that were pogues, and I just like to give them crap about being pogues. I don't like mean it. NCIS came to my house Friday. Nephew had to get a secret clearance linguistics. Yeah, one of my buddies actually became counterintelligence, which counterintelligence is not intel. Intel is just like a job. Counterintelligence is like that secret, like live in Afghanistan for like 8 years. And literally like NCIS came to my house as well. They called me on the phone. I didn't know who it was. I was like, hello? And they're like, is this Eduardo Cardoso, you know, 23-year-old Marine Corps veteran, lives XYZ, yada, yada, yada. They knew everything about me. They knew everywhere that I had been. They knew who my friends were. They were like, is your mother this? Is your father this? And I was like, yes. Who is this? Like, who is this? And they're like, oh, we're calling because of your friend, you know, XXX. Can we come to your house in approximately 20 minutes? And I said, yes, like, sure. And then I called my mom and I was like, hey, somebody's coming to my house in 20 minutes. If you never hear from me, this is their phone number. It was kind of freaky. Do you get to pick your MOS? Yes, you get to pick your MOS at SOI. Do you get smoked in SOI? Yes, you get smoked in SOI because I think SOI is harder than boot camp. Press F to pay respect for Z-Mills. F. And it's clearly communist. Why can't Alejandro, you can wear your uniforms, you just can't wear your camis. You can't wear like your camis. F coming out as a Republican. Can't find your Facebook. What are pogues? People that aren't grunts are pogues. BRB, don't answer my question test. Do you have any moto tats? What are your thoughts on them? So moto tats, I would say wait 1 year before you get a moto tat. Just wait. I'm telling you right now, wait 1 whole year of you being in the Marine Corps before you get a moto tat. Because the last thing you want to do is get one that you don't even like. Because when you join the Marine Corps, you're like, yes, I'm a Marine. Hell yeah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then after your first year, your thoughts on the Marine Corps are probably going to change a little bit. Or you probably won't want like an EGA right here. I have a friend that literally got Marines right here, like this big as this yut, if not bigger, Marines. And right here, he got an EGA, which it looks pretty cool. You know, it looks pretty cool. I'll give him that. But he got a lot of shit for it as well because he got it at SOI. So that's why I say wait at least 1 year. I do have a moto tat. I have, it says 0311, and then it says USMC right there. That's my only moto tab. NCIS just asked a lot of questions, just a bunch of personal questions, private secret clearance kind of questions. Pogs are sexy, thick, short women. Oh, no, those are pogs. Those are pogs. I know what those are. The NCIS agent spent an hour asking questions about the Marine Corps. I made him subscribe. Dang, oh my God. They're like, hey, if you have any more questions, you can go to my YouTube channel. What could help my chances of 0311? What kind of test schooling? So to help, you can pick 0311. Picking 0311 is going to be very easy. All you have to do is just make sure you pay attention at SOI. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to hit the like. And if you haven't gone to Cardoso.com, make sure you do become a member, because if you go to edcardoso.com, you can get the free workout guide. And basically the workout guide, what I did is I printed it out and put it right here. And just so I can see it. Those are all the things that you're going to be doing at boot camp. And if you do those movements, then you're guaranteed to be in shape for boot camp by the time you go. Yes, SOI is harder physically, just harder way physically. Mentally, not as hard. Physically, just friggin' hard. You get smoke checked. The recruiter said that the Marines give you any job available, and the Army is the only branch that you choose. I know that the Army is a lot easier, more flexible about giving you the job that you pick. So yeah, that's true. But the Marine Corps will let you pick your job as well, but they also may give you a job. I still don't have any moto tats. So see, Daniel still doesn't have moto tats. That's why I say wait 1 year, because people change their mind on how much they love the Marine Corps. I know a lot of people that didn't get a moto tat until after they got out of the Marine Corps. If you have a moto tat, if I have a moto tat, my recruiter told me Diaz will make me guide. No, do not get a moto tat before boot camp. Do not get a moto tat. Your recruiter is trying to mess you up, man. I'm telling you. Cash out Sam. 24 is not too old to join the Marine Corps. 24 is literally like the perfect age to join the Marine Corps. If you're older and you want to join the Marine Corps, the number one thing I can tell you is to be in shape. Just be in shape. And the best way to get in shape for boot camp and SOI is to go to edcardoso.com and get the free workout guide, because that's literally everything you're going to be doing at SOI and boot camp. If you get a high ASAP score, would be more likely to get your wanted MOS. Yeah, it'll help you big time. Because think about it like this. There's a lot of dummies that join the Marine Corps, including myself. When I joined the Marine Corps, I was a dummy. I'm a lot smarter now. So there was only a certain number. I got an 82, I believe, on my ASVAB. So that's not the highest, but it's like average, I believe. I don't know what the highest score you can get. So if you're like in the 90s and in the perfect highest rate, there's only so many people that can get those jobs that are like up here, like the hard jobs, like the jobs that'll get you jobs after you get out of the Marine Corps, like radioactive engineer, bioelectrical, freaking all these crazy things. There's only a select amount of people that get that high of an ASVAB and can get those jobs. Even in infantry, if you have a high ASVAB in the infantry, you were probably going to be so much more ahead than a lot of other people in the infantry. And having a high ASVAB helps you get promoted as well. Is there any map, graphing, or algebra in boot camp? Yes, there is some map and some compass. So, but they'll teach you that there. Just become an 0311, otherwise you'll be a pogue wanting to be 0311. Aguirre, you made Bacon mad. Because if you get a moto tattoo before boot camp, they will make you guide or squad leader. What's your rank at? I'm an E4. I'm a corporal. I'm a 2-time corporal. I got NJP. I'm a 2-time meritorious corporal. If I get the minimum for the ASAP, can I still become an 0311? I believe so. How big is the Marine base? It just depends. I heard that your recruiter will judge you if you get a high ASAP score and want to be infantry. Probably, because most recruiters are freaking pogues anyways, so who cares what they say? You know what I'm saying? Pogues. I'm not saying I hate pogues, but, you know, when you're in the military, people really, really care about the whole pogue and not pogue, not pogue, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't freaking matter. API, embedded. Okay, so I'm looking at the thing. I'm seeing how many did anybody read their newsletter? I sent out a newsletter of me going to Austin, going to BPN. Heard that your recruiter would judge you. Do you like living on base? Living on base was okay. Recruiter told me I have to get a 110 to go recon on ASVAB. I don't think you have to get a 110, honestly. I think that seems kind of high. Does height matter in the Marines, or why I get shit about it? I'm a short. You're 5'5". That doesn't matter, man. You'll be surprised. Everybody in the Marine Corps, there's so many like average heighted people in the military. It's ridiculous. And people that are tall, there's not that many tall people in the military. It's funny. How do you feel about the fan bam is growing way faster now? By fan bam, I mean subscribers. I feel great. I think we're going at a really good rate. I mean, we're going at about 100 a week, 100 subscribers a week. At this rate, in about a year, we'll have about 5,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping that we speed that up. I'm hoping that we speed that up way more. I'm trying to get more. By the end of this year, I want it to be more than 5,000. But, you know, that comes with it just comes with y'all watching, liking every video, commenting on every video. That's why I say just comment Yut. If you don't have anything to say about the video, at least comment Yut. You know, like Yut's like, hey, Roger, you watched it. You know, even when I watch YouTube videos, there's times where I don't have enough time to sit down and watch a whole video. So I'll like it, I'll comment, and then I'll come back to watching it later when I have more time, you know, at the end of the day. Or when I'm at the gym. I usually watch videos when I'm like doing something, you know, like when I'm driving, or driving's a bad time to watch them, but when I'm at the gym, or, you know, a lot of the times I just listen to a lot of videos. That's funny. But a lot of times when I really, really watch them is when I'm doing cardio. I'll put it right there and I'll do my cardio on the treadmill. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm excited. I'm really excited that the channel is growing. I'm excited that a lot of you show up to the live. And so I'm excited to help more people, you know, keep it growing. Can I get infantry if I got a 38 minutes? I don't want to waste my score away. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can get infantry. Somebody said what the minimum was the other day. Just have heart, Cartel del Chapo. Yeah, you just have to have heart, man, to make recon and to be a squad leader. How's marriage and being in a combat MOS? Marriage is hard when you're infantry because you go to the field a lot. I'm not going to lie to you. A lot of the guys that were infantry, it makes your life harder, and then it makes your marriage harder because you're not there that much, you know, and you're just constantly missing them, you know. So you need to make sure that if you're married and, you know, you have a wife or a husband, you're in the infantry, that you are telling them that you love them, you're expressing your feelings to them. You know, you're doing your thing too. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a lot of that, you know, because everybody, the way that they accept affection is different. Some people like to hear it. Some people like to make it more physical. Some people like both. So especially when you're away a lot, you need to constantly be expressing that stuff, you know? Did you ever shoot someone in war? I'm an OG viewer, my boy, Aguirre. Have you ever thought about getting into law enforcement? Kyle, I have thought about it, but I have a lot of friends that became officers after. So I got out in 2000. Kyle Carpenter. Yeah, he is. Jimmy Jenkins. Kyle Carpenter. Kyle Carpenter. Hold on. Kyle Carpenter. That name sounds like a... Oh, yeah. Kyle. I was like, why does it sound so familiar? I can't believe I just forgot that. I have a lot of friends that got out. I mean, I got out in 2014, and I have a lot of friends. It's getting darker out here now. I got a lot of friends that got out a while ago, and they became cops, and they became sheriffs, and they became all these things. And some of them really liked it, but then some of them also really didn't like it. And the reason is because law enforcement, coming from the military, going into law enforcement, the rules are different. You know, you can't just like the rules of engagement are a lot different. So that's why some people that leave the military don't like being on the police force and sheriff department. But there's some people that do. There's some people that really do. How many stress cards do you get in boot camp? In Marine Corps boot camp, you don't get any stress cards. I mean, unless they've changed it. I don't know. We'll find out when I think There's some of you that are leaving very soon, so we'll find out. Can we live together after SOI? No, we cannot live together after SOI. But if homework passes, so if you dang, I remember homework passes back in high school. Those were the days. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to like the video. So I did visit somebody at SOI not too long ago. It was an accidental visit. I just ran into them there, and they're not even a subscriber. So I didn't visit them. I just happened to ask them questions. So basically, so if you're at SOI or you're stationed in Camp Pendleton and you're a subscriber, let me know. I'd be happy to go over there and make a video with you and show you what San Clemente looks like. Because I remember when I was a new Marine, I didn't know what the heck anything was. I didn't know where anything was either. So if you're at SOI or you just finished SOI and you're still at Camp Pendleton, I'd be happy to link up with you. If you haven't liked this video, make sure to like this video. I'm talking about me and my wife. Yeah, so cash out. Yeah, I mean, when you're infantry, you just do a lot of training. You know, you do more training than your normal Marine. If you or like you're a pogue. When you're infantry, you do more training than pogues. So when you're a pogue, you usually go to work. Usually, not every pogue. Usually Monday through Friday. You know, 8 to 5 kind of style. You know, but when you're infantry, you go to the field. You know, in the field, you may be out there for 3 days. You may be out there for 7 days. So. You got homework passes in high school. Damn. That was back in the day. Did I have homework pass anymore? People are not doing it because I won't have any job opportunities, but I don't want to be a pogue. What jobs infantry offer me? What jobs can the infantry offer me in the civilian world? Honestly, Casper, being infantry isn't going to just open all these doors for you. You know, people aren't going to be like, you were infantry? Take this job. But there are a lot of jobs that if you like infantry, that you can do private contracting. So private contracting. Private contracting. If you like doing infantry things, that's a great job to do. But it's just how you apply your skills. It's how you apply your discipline in the infantry and how you transfer that over into other jobs. Thank God. I'm so happy the Marine Corps does not have stress cards. Do you use any electronics in boot camp? My recruiter told me you get an hour of free time at night, so can I take my PSP and phone? No, you cannot take any, you can take them to boot camp, but you're not going to be able to use them. You can't use any electronics until you get to SOI. What do you do in the field? All sorts of stuff. Shooting, running, shooting, staying up all night. What is a typical Marine schedule? I think the Army is 6:30 to 8 a.m. It's PT 8:30. So, yeah, anywhere between 4:30 to 7 in the morning, you will be doing PT. 7 to about 9, you will be doing breakfast. 9 to whatever, it really depends. You may go to the field or you may just be doing classes and infantry classes and training. Become a YouTuber. If you're infantry, become a YouTuber. What tips do you suggest for humps and how much weight do you carry? So tips for humps. For those of you that don't know what humps are, it's hiking. Make sure to like this video if you haven't already and go to edcardoso.com and become a member. You cannot bring a foam roller to boot camp. That is one thing that sucks. You may be able to buy one at the store at boot camp. So if you can, I would recommend buying it at boot camp. You can mess around in the field. The field is strict, but it's also fun. Yeah, you can always be, SWAT, police officers, sheriff departments love military because they know how to work. So how to get better at hiking, by the way, is I would recommend if you have access to a treadmill, walk at an incline at a speed of 3. Because the Marine Corps speed hike is usually 3 miles an hour. So if you can walk comfortably at an incline at 3, like a high incline, maybe like 10, 3 comfortably, then that'll help you. Walking on a treadmill, I'm surprised how much that'll help you get better at hiking. Don't focus on the weight right now. Don't hike with any weight right now. Just practice hiking fast, hiking hills, and walking on a treadmill. Can you mess around in the field? Yes. No, they do not put stuff in the water to prevent erections. Do they issue a Marine tracksuit? Yes, at boot camp you get your tracksuit. Understand the whole I'm going to be in the field a lot, but can add my wife live together when I'm not in the field. Yes, Cash Out Sam. if you're married, if you're already married, you're gonna need to write down your wife's social security number and all her information, her birthday, everything, because you're gonna fill out forms at boot camp to like, because you're gonna get paid more for being married. So you're gonna write out all her information, and so when you get to the fleet, your wife's not gonna be able to live with you at SOI, but she will be able to live with you as soon as you get to the fleet. So when you get to the fleet, you'll be able to move her out there immediately, almost immediately. So she will be able to live with you. She'll be able to stay at home, watch the house, watch your kids, watch your animals, whatever you have. And then when you're done being in the field, you can go home to your wife. Don't pogue see combat too. Some pogues do, like EOD party, RD pilots. Like my mom's tracksuit, or are you wearing your mom's tracksuit? That's kind of funny when you say it that way. Can you take your gun home if you live off base? If you live off base, yes, you can have your gun there. But yeah, you can have your gun there off base. You can't. I wouldn't recommend taking your gun on base. I'm not that good at schooling personally. So what type of infantry schooling things do you do? So when you're infantry, you go to School of Infantry, and they're going to teach you everything that you need to know. So don't even worry about it. Are you drinking tonight, Cartel? No, I'm not drinking. I'm just having an energy drink so I can finish editing these videos when we're done here. I'm not really much of a drinker. I don't like to spend my weekends drinking and then being hungover on my free time. You know, I think it's very counterproductive to be hungover all weekend. It's like I wait all week for the weekend. So why be hungover on the weekend, you know? I don't think it's fun getting drunk because then I'm just hungover. I had to work hard for a couple years, educate myself to get in shape for the Marine Corps. However, I cannot do any pull-ups right now. I'm getting better, but I could use some tips. Daniel Hawkins, go to the pull-up pyramid. Pull-up pyramid. Pull-up pyramid. And negative pull-up sets. And go to edcardoso.com and get my free workout guide. Try doing these workouts next. If anybody wants to explain the pull-up pyramid, that's going to be the best way. And if I've helped any of you that are still here, go sign up for the website. And if you don't want to sign up for the website, at least become a member. And, you know, I'm helping you. I've been here for an hour and 37 minutes. I'm not trying to twist your arm or anything, but, you know, I'm trying to help you. It'd be nice if you could help me by going to the website and getting the workout guide and becoming a member. Cash out, same. You don't know how much that helped. That just helped. Thank you so much. Of course, man. I mean, you know, if I can help everybody, then that's a good day. And if you want to help me by signing up for the website or becoming a member or getting the workout guide, then that honestly helps me just as much. That helps the website, honestly. That helps me a lot. So that's why I said if I've ever helped you, if there's ever been a video that motivated you or helped you, go to the website, become a member, or get the workout guide. And the pull-ups, Daniel, I'm telling you, pull-up pyramid, negative pull-ups. If you go to the website and go to the forums, I've explained exactly how to get better at pull-ups multiple times and how to get better at hiking. So for those of you that are asking, a lot of you ask the same question. That's why I've created the website, because a lot of your questions are answered right there. If I play Call of Duty all goddamn day, no, you will not. Joining the army when I get out of high school infantry. Any advice? Just make sure you're in shape, man. Autism, make sure you're just in shape physically. Make sure you can run. Make sure you can do pull-ups, a lot of them. And make sure you can do crunches and push-ups. I'm back. Would you join the Marines infantry all over again? Yeah, I'd do it again. Yeah, I don't really have any regrets. I mean, I kind of did what I needed to do. So boot camp is not hard physically, but it can be if you're not in shape. So if you cannot get a 300 PFT, then boot camp is going to be way harder than it should be. And how do you get a 300 PFT? By doing these movements. edcardoso.com. Free workout guide. I don't know which branch to join. You do repeat questions annoy you, or questions that are easy to find on Google? I mean, I'm to answer the questions because I do like doing the live streams, but I would also like for as many people to go sign up for the forums and ask me these questions there so other people can see the answers, you know? Because I feel like it's easier to go, because this is a live stream. So luckily live streams post the questions now, but I would definitely like more of you to go to the website and become members so you can so I can answer them on there. And so more people can see the answers. So explain in shape. You're probably not in more shape than I am. So, and I will show you how in shape I am very soon. I'm going to do this whole workout and I'm going to time it and film it. I'm also going to be doing the PFT and the CFT and the IST. And I haven't done any of those since 2013. And I'm going to get a better score than any Marine you probably know. Just watch. I'm telling you. I wouldn't just say that. I mean it. Ask any of my junior Marines how much they hated me in the mornings when we would work out. A good portion of this chat are going to be those people who claimed they were going to enlist but bitched out when the time came. True or false statement? Hey man, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's up to y'all. You know, if you want to join, you'll join. My username would be Ed Cardoso 21. So don't steal it. I signed up, waiting on email verification. There you go, brother. Check your email and confirmed it. I'll sign up after this live stream. Yeah, I appreciate everybody answering questions. I appreciate everybody that's going to sign up. And if you have any problems signing up, just go back to your email and verify. You may get two. Some people get one email. Some people get two emails. And if you're having a hard time signing up, then just try to figure it out because the forums are worth it. Also, if you don't want to sign up, get the free workout guide because that also helps the website like kind of grow. The same way that YouTube grows through subscribers, that's kind of how my website is designed to grow. No, the Marines, so the Marine Corps will kick you out after a certain amount of years, usually 10. They may let you stay in longer, but usually 10 if you are not a staff sergeant by 10 years. You helped a lot. Thank you, Cash Out. I appreciate it. Yeah, I am actually going to end this live stream right now. If there's any more questions, then definitely go ask them on the forums and just let me know you came from the live stream. Be like, hey, I just came from the live stream. I would like to sign up. So that's the end of this, guys. Thank you, everybody that stopped by. I enjoyed all the questions. Happy my computer is like being all funny. Thank you for all the questiones. Say my thanks. Cheeto way. Bye, man. Yeah, take it easy, everybody. Go sign up for the website. God damn it.